Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. As you can see, I'm having some fun with Thaumcraft. I had some time to do research, and I'm on my levitator right now. I believe you can turn this on and off with the redstone signal, but it's just a neat thing. Like, I don't really use it for anything. I just thought it would be fun to, excuse me, to be kicking it up there when I started the episode. For some reason, that keeps catching on fire, but like I said, I've had some time to do research, and I have definitely messed up the magic in this area. I haven't seen a wisp in a while, but these things are Nitor, and every time, like if I'm researching or something and I pop up, I see it out of the corner of my screen, and it freaks me out. So, let's take a look at my Thaumonomicon. I've gotten quite a bit done, and one of those things was not silencing my phone. I found a lot of stuff. I haven't bothered with these wands. I don't know what they are yet. What I really wanted were the golems, which I have discovered, but I have not created any. We're going to get to that in a future episode. I wanted to kind of wait to throw stuff into the crucible until I had the goggles of revealing or some way to like neutralize the flux or whatever the hell that stuff is. So let's do what we're going to do. I have some really cool stuff to show you. And first of all, we have a ton of blaze rods. I didn't even AFK. Like, this is just for me running around the base doing stuff, running the quarry, etc. I filled in the wall here, and I redid the way the transport system works. I made an ender pouch so that everything that doesn't get processed kind of shoots across, and you can kind of see it just going. I did put relays on top of all the machines. Just because I thought it would be easier, and I kind of segmented this anyway. So basically, all the machines they feed this way, and all the stuff that doesn't get processed joins up with it. I really don't have to come in here, but I left a door there in case I need to get back there and change a sorting machine rule or something like that. So let me sleep, and then we're gonna get to what we're gonna do today. And the first thing I want to show you, well, I'll just show you. These things are awesome. You thought longfall boots were cool. Well, just wait. Normally, there's no way you'd be able to jump up that, right? I better make sure there aren't any creepers or anything over here. Well, if you put on your boots of the traveler, look how high you can jump. Like, I can totally jump up here. This is 3 blocks high. And I'm just like, boop, no big deal. Also, you run faster. I'm not even running right now. Like, I'm not sprinting. I'm just walking normally. You step higher, which means this 1 block, you just walk right up it. You don't have to jump or anything. You just go right up it. So it's really awesome for running up hills and stuff. Or if you're going to do some mountain climbing, you just run around, and it makes it a lot easier. Also, you run through water a lot quicker. See how fast I'm running through this water? Now, if I take them off, you know how slow you are in water. Well, I'm not. And you don't have to, let's say you've got a little space there. Same as on land, you can just run up it. You don't even have to worry about jumping or swimming up or anything. So that's pretty cool. Well, it's really cool, actually. Descending is a little tougher because you walk so fast. You kind of have to watch it. But you see some waypoints, and that's what we're going to go check out today. I found 4 volcanoes. I was running around looking for great wood and silverwood trees to do my research, and so I found them. And there's also quicksand over here, and I want some quicksand. And I didn't jump up any of that. I'm just running like I normally would. So I'm probably not going to go to the volcanoes because, I mean, everybody probably will have already seen a volcano if you've ever played Feed the Beast. But I don't think these boots affect your hunger bar, so this is not making me hungrier. Also, I forgot to start in my things for this episode chest. I have made a cow soul shard and a chicken soul shard because I'm going to need the feathers and the leather to make books and stuff. And I don't remember if I just said it. I want to do some beekeeping as well. So after we go get some quicksand, I want to go to mystcraft. Hopefully this isn't hard to watch. I haven't recorded a video wearing these boots, so I'm not really sure. So quicksand is, whoa, I don't want to throw that away. Quicksand is pretty nuts. If you fall in it, you start sinking, you can hardly move, and if there's not, you know, a block fall right there, like, you'll literally fall through it and suffocate. So I'm going to get a few of these just to kind of play around with. I think you could probably use them to make some sort of a mob trap. I think if you just make it 1 block thick, that mobs will fall in it and suffocate. Like if we were to put quicksand, say right there, and just had a layer of it, a couple of spots underneath. Actually, let's just do this. The mob is going to sink, and his face isn't covered, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but if you have a layer of this thing, yeah, he's dying. The mobs suffocate, and then the stuff should fall out the bottom. See, there it goes. So that's a really easy way to kill things. So I want to use that for some application or other. But once I have enough chickens and cows, you know, you cannot use a mob spawned from a soul cage to actually fill a soul shard. However, you can breed those mobs, and I think that you can use them to fill a soul shard. So I just wanted to come check the quicksand out. I'm not going to spend a lot of time over here because the shovel takes forever. So I'll come back in between episodes. I just want to kind of check it out. And then I've had problems with mystcraft and entities crashing going through the portals, which is why I haven't set up the tank cart system. So I think that I want to go ahead and generate a few mystcraft ages just because, and maybe we'll be lucky enough to find crystals, and if we are, then we'll have them for the future when the bug gets fixed. So if you're not familiar with mystcraft, we're going to get into it right now. As soon as we make it home, I love these boots. They're great. They do take damage though, so, but not as much as, you know, oh, maybe as much as a sword. Hell, I don't know. So let me get rid of these boots because, well, you know what? Let's keep them on. So I've got still the creeper one. I really haven't been working on that much, but I've got the cow one and the chicken one. You know how baby chickens don't give you feathers? This is a bug I noticed too. The barrels are actually still there, but when the chunk loads and unloads, red power entities disappear, I guess. So we can see everything get filed. Let me exit and come back. Much better. Alright, I set up a couple of chickens in a little, you know, basic chicken farm. just because I needed eggs to research and so I can spawn more chickens. If you have the soul shard, you do get the kill, but you don't get feathers. And right now I want both, but the ultimate goal is to actually get the spawner. So we are going to need some paper, some of this, and some of this. And we're going to need a bunch of books. I accidentally shift clicked and made a ton of tree taps earlier. So we'll make 12 to start, and we're going to make half of these descriptive books. And we're going to make half of them linking books. And the descriptive book is the mystcraft age itself. And you have to generate a bunch of random ones before you can write your own. And I think I'm going to need that ink sac. We'll get both of them. So what do we need? I had to look up the ender pouch recipe because I'm not familiar with it. A knot book is what we need. Oh, that's just paper. That's easy. We're going to need a desk. This desk. That's what we need it for. Alright. We'll see if I can use fir wood for that. And I don't have any more reeds over here. And I think I moved all the wood out of here. That's okay. Oh, I still had paper in here. Duh. Alright, there's our notebook. And what was the desk? Like this, and like that, and a feather, I believe. Writing desk. Alright. We also ought to make a couple of book stands as well. They are stackable, which is good. So the descriptive book takes you to a random age. The link book, which we're going to make, when you create it, it records your location, X, Y, and Z, and the direction you're facing. So I think I'm going to put my desk right here so I can hear the wonderful blazes all the time. And we'll just line some books up right here. So I'm going to make my descriptive, or my link books, sorry, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm going to make all my link books right here, so I'm facing this direction in this exact position. So our notebook goes over here on the writing desk, and you notice there are no symbols at all, and we're going to fix that. Under no circumstances do you want to go to one of these ages without bringing a linking book with you, because you'll be stuck and have no way back. So I'm going to put it on the book stand. You don't have to put it on the book stand. If you use it, it'll fall to the floor. But if you put it on a book stand, it won't take any damage. It'll sit there. So you right click the book. It's age 12, whatever. You click on the black. We get taken to a random age. And we don't know what we're going to get. This is all random. Looks like we're in a jungle. Looks like it's always storming. And something hurt me. It might be always night here. We'll find out in a minute. But basically you have to generate random ages so that you can write in your notebook. So these are all of the, I forget what they call it, like options or whatever, or aspects, if you will. It had medium biomes with a meadow, a jungle, extreme jungle, chromatic sunset. You can change the color of the sky and fog and stuff. It's dark, eternal rain, normal time, and flat. So if we shift right click this, if you do it while you have something in your hand, it won't take it. But if you do it with an empty slot, it will. We bring this over to the writing desk and put it in here. Now we have all these symbols in our notebook. And there's a different page for each of them. So basically, you just generate a bunch of random descriptive ages until you get all the symbols, and then you can write your own. Now, there are things in the world called instability, and those are things like, well, we don't have any of them yet, but you'll have like potion effects on you, like blindness or whatever. And it's very rare that you generate one, or in my experience, it's very rare that I've generated one where I haven't had some sort of effect on me. This one is, I think it's a cave world, and we got the mushroom biome, which is awesome, because if you want to make a mining age, you can make the whole thing a single biome with the mushroom biome, and no mobs can spawn there to my knowledge. Also, mushrooms. Maybe we can make a mushroom soul shard and make one of those spawners. So it doesn't look like we have any instability effects here, which is good, because typically you have them when you just generate a random world. And I didn't think they could spawn in this biome. Maybe I was misinformed. Anyway, you see the little, what's it, 3x3 here or 5x5. You're always going to spawn on one of these. You can make a void age, which is no land at all, but you'll spawn on the platform. You can also make something called a link modifier. And if we can make one, I'll make one because I'm going to need one anyway. Let's go ahead and learn these symbols. And then we can throw the book away because we don't really need it anymore. I would just leave it on the floor. The link modifier allows you to edit the link books. And this is what it takes. A gold block and diamond blocks. So let's just make one just because. Have nothing else to spend the diamonds on right now. And I can always grind up some coal and make more if I want. So I need 8 of these. I've actually never crafted one of these before, so this is exciting. Alright, link modifier. So, the link books cannot be used in the same dimension. They'll only go from, like, if I made a link book in the nether, I could go back and forth from here to the nether, or here to any mystcraft age. But link books don't work in the same age. So, if you get a link modifier, let's use this link book. You put it in here, you can click all of these things. The following means that when you use the book, it will come with you. Intralinking means you can use them in the same world, I believe. Disarm, if you have somebody else use your link book, or if you use it, it will drop all of their items and then teleport them. Generate platform, pretty obvious, it generates a platform. Maintain momentum, obviously if you're moving a certain, velocity, it will keep it when you go through. So let's sleep again. And I can't hack in it. I guess I could hack in a creative notebook and show you what makes instability. I'm not going to do that. It's just we'll write an age in a minute, and I'll kind of get into it briefly, but there's so much or so many things that you have to get before you can even write an age that it'll be a while. So remind me, and we'll come to that at a later time. Okay, so we made the link book inside the house. If we try to click on this regular one, we can't do anything with it because we're in the same dimension. But this one, guess what? Here we are. You have to do this for every link book that you have. If we put this link book in here and turn off following, that's bad because that means it'll just drop the book. We don't want it to do that. So if I do that, I can use it, but it's not in my hand anymore. And the longer that thing sits on the ground, the more damage it's going to take. So basically, if you can afford a link modifier, even if you don't go to mystcraft ages, even if you don't really care about mystcraft at all, you can make a link book and turn on intralinking to use it in your same overworld, and turn on following, and then you're all set. You can do it anywhere. It stays in your hand, makes a cool sound effect when it happens. This is useful if you find, say, a skeleton spawner or somewhere that you need to go back and forth. You can make a portal once you generate crystals, which, I don't know, there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance or something for that. And the mystcraft creator even said, go ahead and hack it in. So you get crystals, and you can only find them in random mystcraft ages. You can make any size portal with that, and you put a receptacle on it, which is this recipe, and then you put a book in it, and that portal will take you wherever the book leads to. So if you have a descriptive book, we'll get into this very briefly. Let's say I want to write an age. It has to be one that I haven't traveled to yet. It has to be blank. So if I put it in here, then I can rename it. We'll call it test age. You got to go to your biome controller. We only have 2 so far. The others are like checkerboard, single biome, tiny biomes. There's a bunch of them. You will definitely have instability if you choose single biome and use more than one biome. Like if I pick, say, these don't really matter, but if I pick medium biomes, let's say I picked single instead of that, and then I picked 5, the world would definitely have instability. Or if you pick anything that conflicts with each other, like eternal night and eternal day, that world will have instability because those things conflict. So I can just pick all of these, and once you click it, that's it. It's in there. You cannot unclick it. So we'll make it bright. We'll give it, I don't know, chromatic, whatever. Let's make it flat. And we'll do fast time just for the hell of it. Weather. Now whatever we didn't have, it'll fill in. So you can still get instability even if you generate an age that doesn't have any conflicts. It just happens. There's nothing you can do about it unless you turn it off in the config file. So let's go here very quickly, see what we get. Here we are. Mushroom biome. Bunch of stuff, you know, chilling. If I wanted mushrooms, that's fine. What I like to do is if I ever really need leather or something, I'll just generate a plains biome in a mystcraft age, come through it, and then kill all the cows and sheep, and then just throw the book away. And then I just delete the age out of my world folder later. Speaking of world folders, I am going to do a world download this episode because I really haven't changed anything. So you see I clicked the wrong book just then, and we ended up dropping it. If we go back here, it's on the ground. Should be on the ground. If I use my book that has follow on it. Oh, I used the wrong one twice. That's okay. Anyway, I want to get those other one back so I can turn them into this kind of a book with intralinking and stuff in case I want to spread them around the world, like if I want to go back and forth between the quicksand or something. So you could tell by the little glow I obviously wasn't paying attention. So that's mystcraft in a nutshell. I just kind of wanted to get into it a little bit because I'm going to generate a bunch of random ages to try to get as many symbols as possible, teach them to the notebook, and then make a mining age or make an age with lava. I had to refill the tank. It drained to about half full. We haven't taken anything from the nether yet, but the pump is still over there. All I did was burn netherrack in the magma crucible. That's how we got most of this lava. So that's going to run out pretty soon, so we are going to have to do the liquid transposer nether thing. No big deal, it's just, you know, we'll finally get around to setting it up. So I think that's everything. Probably. I don't know. If I left anything out, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. I'm interested in, if I find a blaze spawner, I want to take that soul shard out and see if I can turn it up to tier 5 so we can turn that off, because I don't know what we're going to do with all of these blaze rods, honestly. So that's going to do it for this episode. As always, questions, comments, suggestions, etc., put them down below. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.